Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is NTTV News at Noon.
An Afghanistan hospital is attacked by Pakistan.
UNT announces changes to their nightly shuttle service.
Find out more about St. Patrick's Day coming up.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining NTTV News at Noon. I'm Isabel Smith.
And I'm Talia Munson.
A Pakistani airstrike on a hospital in Kabul, Afghanistan has left at least 400 people dead and injured at least 250. Pakistan has denied striking any civilian sites, saying it only targeted military infrastructure. However, authorities say the hospital primarily treated drug users. The incident marks a sharp escalation in cross-border conflicts between Pakistan and Afghanistan, as Afghanistan is being accused of harboring militants that are launching strikes into Pakistani territory.
The head of Iran's Supreme National Security Council, Ali Larijani, has been killed. Today's announcement was made by Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz, who says Larijani was eliminated Monday night in a Tehran strike. A statement by Katz revealed the Israeli Defense Ministry will, quote, continue hunting the leadership of the terror and repression regime in Iran, end quote. Iran's state-affiliated Tasnim news agency later posted a handwritten letter dated March 17th from Larijani that mourned Navy members who were killed. The Trump administration is seeking support to help reopen the Strait of Hormuz that has seen severe disruptions to shipping traffic. The waterway is a route for about 1/5 of the world's oil supply. CNN's Colin Jeffrey has more on how countries are responding.
They have been literally obliterated.
That is how President Trump described Iran's military capabilities Monday afternoon. But the Strait of Hormuz remains too dangerous for most shipping because of Iranian threats. Now, Trump is asking countries for help to reopen the vital waterway. Germany's foreign minister said Monday that NATO has no plans to get involved.
I don't see that NATO has made any decision in this direction or could assume responsibility for the Strait of Hormuz.
Beijing has not publicly confirmed receiving any requests for assistance from the U.S. to secure the strait. White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt reiterated Trump's calls for help.
I think the president is absolutely right to call on these countries to do more to help the United States to reopen the Strait of Hormuz so that we can stop this terrorist regime from restricting the free flow of energy.
Trump says he has received commitments for assistance and will name those countries in question, quote, soon.
Some are countries that we've helped for many, many years. We've protected them from horrible outside sources, and they weren't that enthusiastic. And the level of enthusiasm matters to me.
I'm Colin Jeffrey reporting.
It was pretty chilly outside this morning, and I heard it may be our last cool day for a while.
Yeah, Isabel, it should start warming up, though, as soon as tomorrow. Varun Engineer is in studio with more on what we can expect.
Thanks, y'all. And yes, as was said earlier, you can expect it to get a little warmer throughout the week, but right now it is actually 54, but with winds of 15 miles per hour, it actually feels like 50. Later on today, it'll be a tiny bit warmer, around 63 degrees, but once again, you'll feel a little bit colder at 62 degrees. You might want to wear full sleeves, some jeans, maybe a hoodie if you want to be extra toasty. And then tomorrow will once again be around the 60-ish range, but it will feel a bit colder as per usual with the winds, and you may want to just wear a hoodie, jeans, or something casual. That's all I have. Back to y'all at the desk.
As I'm sure many Texans know, blizzards are rough enough without having to worry about what firefighters in Wisconsin encountered yesterday in Green Bay. CNN's Emily Matisek has more.
With employees home for a snow day, Green Bay Metro Fire says it was an alarm inside Green Bay Converting that sent crews to the paper company at about 7:45 Monday morning.
Engine 4, which is that closest initial rig that was sent, they reported heavy black smoke within the area. And once those first arriving fire crews started getting on scene, they were reporting actual fire shooting out from the roof.
Our cameras caught those flames as fire crews continued to arrive at the Larson Road address. Green Bay Metro Fire calling in neighboring departments for help as flames spread through the large warehouse building.
We've had roof collapses in certain areas of the building too, where we can't go inside because it's so unstable. So we're doing what we call defensive operations right now and just trying to get that fire out.
The winds not only fueling the fire, but also sending smoke and debris miles away. A public safety alert sent out to cell phones within a 3/4-mile radius of the fire about 2 hours after the initial call. That alert asking people nearby to stay inside.
We've gotten reports that have said that they're seeing soot and smoke down in like East De Pere area, which is wild. Just know that there's a lot of smoke in a lot of areas that it's traveling with that wind.
Blizzard Elsa impacting operations out here. High winds and cold temperatures not only affecting firefighters, but equipment too.
Wind and fire obviously do not match or go along together. So that is a huge part of why this fire is so difficult to extinguish, as well as we've had equipment freeze up. We have rehab set up for firefighters. So if they've been, in that hot work environment for a while, we switch them out. Another crew replaces them right away.
In addition to several neighboring departments coming to help fight the fire, Green Bay Metro says nearby businesses help by providing food and a warm space for firefighters to recover while battling the blaze.
Now that is a reminder to stay extra diligent during Texas' next big snowstorm.
A major fire in Gatesville, Texas Monday night has stunned residents and caused road closures. Dozens of crews responded to the scene on the west side of the square. The fire damaged at least 3 businesses and caused 1 minor injury.
Drove up here, don't live too far from the square, and it just absolutely broke my heart to see the devastation of what's going on with these historic buildings and businesses, small businesses that have been part of our community since the turn of the century.
Residents are advised to avoid the area and some roads will remain closed today. The cause of the fire has not yet been released.
Next, find out why TSA lines are getting longer.
And what changes were announced to UNT transportation coming up.
Jibber Jabber.
Jibber Jabber is a man-on-the-street NTTV show for Instagram that's in its 7th season. With 2 hosts, 1 comfy chair, and a Would You Do Something bowl.
Pretty much the gist of our show is that we're going to be inviting UNT students, all of our lovely family over, and we're going to be talking to them. And when we run out of things to say, we're going to ask them,
would you do something?
I think we're ready to do something.
Yeah.
Fortnite son or Minecraft daughter?
Don't get your hopes up.
Is that it?
That's it.
Nothing can stop me now!
Yeah.
I warned them that this was dangerous, but did they listen? No!
I've been having these dreams.
Welcome in.
This is part of the process, Eric. I only want what is best for you.
You want me to go on and on with the program until there's nothing left of me.
We are one now. Our goals are the same.
No, they're not.
Property Brothers have won!
Good evening, my name is Amanda Hasbell, and I'm joining you here today in the Union Parking Garage. Today we're going to be going over how to drive safely in the parking garage. Let's go see. Oh my God, this girl just got hit by a car. Let's go see what happened. Ma'am, are you okay? Are you okay?
Did you see that lady hit me with a car?
Yeah, we did. I got it all on video.
Oh my God.
Let's go over here and talk about how we can prevent that.
Yeah, not the hospital.
Well, right now we're going to ask you a couple questions on how we can drive safely in the parking lot. What are ways that we can be aware of our surroundings?
Oh, we can look both ways.
Jenna, also, how about putting the distractions away?
Yes, just like our phones, turning our music down, and also not focusing on our passengers.
Where can you get information on how to get a parking pass?
Transportation.unt.edu.
If you park in a garage, make sure you pay on the app or look for further instructions on how you should pay.
And remember, no pass, no park. Let's all try to keep our mean green community safe.
Remember, we're all in this together.
Drive safe.
With the partial government shutdown still dragging on, TSA workers are feeling the impacts, with many now missing a full paycheck. And these TSA struggles are leading to longer lines for travelers. CNN's Michael Nopasek has more.
The Department of Homeland Security recently announced that more than 300 TSA agents have quit during the partial shutdown. Monday morning, travelers at some of the busiest airports in the country face long security lines. At Houston's George Bush Intercontinental Airport, wait times topped 90 minutes at some checkpoints, and at Hartsfield-Jackson in Atlanta, waits neared 2 hours. Sunday, the CEOs of major airlines, including American, Delta, and Southwest, released a joint letter calling on Congress to pay TSA workers and other airport staff during shutdowns, writing in part, U.S. airlines expect 171 million passengers this spring season, a new record, but too many travelers are having to wait in extraordinarily long and painfully slow lines at checkpoints. The president of the union that represents TSA workers in Atlanta says workers will bear the costs long after funding is restored.
And the financial consequences of this shutdown, damaged credit, missed payments, and lost housing will remain ever after the government reopens.
At Denver Airport, leaders are asking the public to help TSA workers weather the shutdown. They're requesting people drop off grocery and gas gift cards for impacted workers.
We're confident and now pleased to see that the community is really stepping up, and they are providing these gift cards to help these TSA workers.
I'm Colin Jeffrey reporting.
While the shutdown is still going on, TSA recommends arriving at the airport a few hours before your departure time to account for the longer security lines.
As civilian transportation gets backed up, package delivery is looking to get faster. Amazon announced 1-hour delivery for hundreds of cities earlier this morning. The idea is to get faster delivery on items you could find at a big box discount store such as beauty products and over-the-counter medication. This comes at a price, $10 for Prime customers and $20 for everyone else. There's also a new 3-hour delivery option, which will be available in over 2,000 locations. The 3-hour option is $5 cheaper. Any items that qualify will indicate so on their listing, and Amazon has dedicated storefront that lists them.
Recently, UNT Transportation Services announced a new form of nightly transportation in order to make it easier and safer for UNT students.
NTTV's Kyle Larson is live with more.
That's right, guys. UNT announced yesterday that their nightly shuttle service, Night Flight, would now operate on a continuous route and no longer operate on demand. Previously, students would use the transit app to request a lift at a specific bus stop, but now the app will be used to track the buses and their routes in real time. Along with this change, the UNT shuttle system will now offer 16 different bus routes to the community. On the east side of the Night Flight route, riders can be picked up from 7 different stops, spanning from Victory Hall to Hickory Hall. The west side, riders can be picked up from 4 different stops, the first stop en route being at Eagle Landing. In total, riders can choose from 11 different bus stops on this route. The shuttle service will be operated from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. on school days and 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. on weekends. For NTTV News, I'm Kyle Larson.
After shivering on my way to the studio this morning, I know that Kyle is freezing standing outside like that.
Oh, I 100% agree with that. Let's check in with our weather anchor, Olivia Robinson.
Good afternoon, y'all, and thanks to Leia. Here we go, looking into across North Texas. As you can see, starting at Denton, we are at a 50 today, so it's still pretty chilly, expecting some winds as well to pick up into the day. So if anything, I would suggest wearing a jacket, a coat of some sort, even a beanie, just for some extra warmth. Looking around the area as well, looking into McKinney and Dallas, looking at 51 as well. Fort Worth sitting at 50 and Decatur at 49, as you can see. So we're all going around the mid-50s across Texas, as you can see. So just stay warm and keep wearing a long sleeve. Now looking into the state as well, going into Houston as well, around in Austin, ranging from 50 to 53. So still the low 50s, picking up a little chill, still little winds and partially sunny around that. Looking at Oklahoma and Amarillo, still at 50, and Shreveport a bit lower, looking at 44. So I would suggest wearing even a coat, even some extra layers as well in that area and whatnot. And moving into the 7-day forecast, we look into starting Wednesday at 76 and 45 for the high and low. So looking at the rain and precipitation, it's very, very slight, looking at 10%. And then as we go later into the week, we pick up with a very warm front going as high as 93 and for the low as 54. So as I would say, just go ahead and wear a sundress and even some shorts, moving back into the summer attire, and back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Olivia. Talea, today is St. Patrick's Day. Where's your green?
Oh, before you pinch me, I have a green pin right here. But what are your plans for tonight?
I'm going out with some friends, but I know our segment anchor, Varun Engineer, can help out with what else to do. What's happening, Varun?
Thanks, y'all. Even though the main Dallas parade is over, have no fear, there are still many events to go to. You'll be able to enjoy different events in Grapevine and in Flower Mound, such as beer and whiskey glasses making, and you can celebrate with drinks, food, and live music at local pubs all around the DFW area. Irish celebration is not just St. Patrick's Day, though. Earlier this month, our desk anchor, Isabel, went to an Irish culture celebration and has a report on it.
Every year, for 2.5 days, North Texas comes alive with sounds of Irish music and culture at the North Texas Irish Festival, a celebration that has been going strong for over 40 years.
It feels so good. This is the kind of thing that doesn't happen on Earth often enough. It is 2.5 days of nonstop joy. It's people being creative in their costumes, in their expression. You see the children dressed in kilts. Dogs are all dressed in costumes. It's so much fun.
And with 1.7 million Texans claiming Irish ancestry, the festival serves as a way to connect people deeper with their culture.
So for Ireland, a really special thing for us is the connection that so many Americans have with Ireland. And that's true here in Texas as it is in the other states across the US. And festivals like the North Texas Irish Festival play a really important role in keeping people that have those heritage connections connected with Ireland, giving them the opportunity to experience and enjoy Irish culture.
And after over 40 years, this festival has seen generations of Texans in attendance, and for a pretty good reason.
Mainly because it's fun, and it gets into your blood a little bit. All of our volunteers have been out here forever. Some of them have been with us from the very beginning. It's just a little bit addictive, all the music and the camaraderie, the food, the drink, the dogs, the hanging with your crowd. It's the most fun you can have on a weekend.
Isabel Smith, North Texas Television.
Next year, I will definitely be going there. That's all I have for you today. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, Varun. Coming up, an E. coli outbreak possibly related to cheese.
And a peek into the sports world. Stay with us.
North Texas. Late night at North Texas. Late night at North Texas.
Color the world with peace and joy.
Tell me, Diva, what's the tea?
My Nisha drag is dumb.
The spirits have guided you to me.
Evil lies here.
Go, 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 go. Get that, get that. Be gone, evil spirit.
Hola, Ardilleros! We're NTTV's longest running Spanish entertainment show, and we're all about culture, creativity, and community in Spanish. Vámonos.
Officials are currently investigating an outbreak of E. coli they believe is linked to cheddar cheese. The cheese, produced by the company Raw Farm, and at least 7 people in California, Texas, and Florida have gotten sick, most of them children. The FDA is suggesting to Raw Farm for them to remove its raw cheeses from shelves, but says the company has declined to do so. The FDA is able to issue a mandatory recall of products, but has yet to do so. More information can be found on the CDC and FDA websites.
Well, Isabel, on this chilly St. Patty's Day, we can finally look forward to the outdoors to warm up.
Yes, that's right. And we also have spring sports on the way, which Olivia can tell us more about. Olivia?
Thanks to Leia and Isabel. That's right. After the break, we have new season records for North Texas basketball. In addition, the Americans Conference win by UNT women's track over the weekend. Coming up next, stay with us.
Has this ever happened to you?
My bike is gone.
Stolen bikes are an epidemic sweeping college campuses across America.
What am I supposed to do?
It's quite simple. The We Mean Green Fund has partnered with the UNT Police Department to offer free bike locks to any UNT student with a bike. Just show up with your bike in tow and ask.
Now I'll never lose my bike ever again.
Enough worrying. Get your bike lock today.
She was the oldest woman to ever medal in the slalom run. So I believe
she's now the youngest.
Yes, the youngest and the oldest.
Prominent women's sports is right now, especially when women's hockey is one of the biggest growing sports in the world right now.
If somebody told you, kind of coming back to the past and telling your past self that this team would be one win away from making the college football playoff, how would you react knowing that you've covered this team for so long?
Let's talk a little bit about the strengths of this UNT basketball team. Like, what are we good at? When it comes to UNT, we've always been a slower paced team, and that has continued into the Daniel Robinson era.
And welcome to a very special edition of Prove It or Lose It.
Matthew. Can I have Silverstone? It's the only name that looks familiar.
Ending the regular season to 19-14, North Texas women basketball closes the season in the American Conference semifinal against Rice. In the end, senior Megan Nestor has been named finalist for the 2026 Lilly Women's College All-Star Game. In her first season as a D1 player, she is one of the 7 conference players also included on the list. Also this weekend in Alabama, the UNT women's track team won the American Conference Indoor Championship this Saturday. This is the program's second conference indoor championship, and the first being since 2005. The team's next matchup is against TCU this Friday and Saturday. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Olivia. Isabel, did you know that scientists are developing a device to track your farts?
That's right, Talea. Scientists in Baltimore are developing a small 3D printed device meant to track each time someone farts. The device is part of a study to give doctors more information about people's gut microbiome, as currently there is no scientific baseline on a healthy amount of passing gas. The study is called the Human Flatus Atlas, and over 5,600 people have signed up to participate, hoping to give scientists some quantifiable data by the summer.
Thanks for watching NTTV News at Noon.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, and as they say in Irish, Goral Midamat Agat, or thank you very much. Join us again tonight at 6 and tomorrow at noon here on North Texas Television.